Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to learn how price moves. And by the end of the video, you are going to read charts like maps. You will know what each candle means, how trend forms, how to draw support and resistance zone, how to spot real breakout versus fake outs, and apply all these on the live chart of Nifty 50, Euro USD, and others. Stick with the exercise and you will learn more cause exercises matters the most. So let's move on to the first topic of this video, which is candlesticks. So here you can see on the live chart of Bitcoin USD. So this candle is forming. So this candle is of 1 minute. So what does this mean is in 1 minute what the price of Bitcoin USD is showing us. For instance, right now this green candle shows us that the price opened from here, this line. So this green candle shows us that price was open here and it went up to here, and then this red candle shows that price opens from here and this went up to here. So let's move on to my iPad screen so that I can explain you in the better terms. So first topic is candlesticks. So let me draw a green candle here. So this candle, so first of all, this part is wick, or you can say shadow. And same goes with this part. This is also called wick. And this part from here to here, this is called body. So so this is about the candle, and in the green candle, this part is called opening, or we can say the price starts from here and it went up to here, but it fall a little bit, and now its price is here and the price is close. So this is called as closing. So this is what green candle tell us. And same goes with the red candle. So this is a red candle here. I'm pretty bad with the drawings, but yeah, this is the red candle, and in the red candle, this is the opening. So you can see in the green candle, this was the opening of green candle, but in the red candle, the top part is opening, this one, and this is the closing. So what does this red candle says to us? In 1 minute, the price starts from here and went down till here, and then the price closed and the new candle forms. So that's how our candlestick was. So there are two types of candle basically. So first is bullish candle, or we can say this a green candle. So as per the name suggests, the green candle or bullish candle, it means bull. So the green candle tell us the price went up, and the second one is bearish, or we can say it bearish candle, or red candle. So as we all know that red candle shows us the price going down. So now let's come back to the chart So if we see this candle, the green one here, and we can see on the top left of the screen that there is a turn high L, C, and this one is O, OHLC. So what does this mean is O is for opening, H for is the highest point of the candle, L is the lowest point of the candle, and C is the closing point of the candle. So if we see about this candle, the candle which was made on 10th November 2025 and the time was 4:05. So the opening part of the candle was at 1,04,942.29 cents, and the highest point it went up to 1,04,987. So you can see the difference, right? So that's how the opening, closing, and highest and lowest part of the candle goes. So in the candle, there are some tricks that you can learn to identify the trend. Or we can say, like for example, this candle. What does this candle shows us? So in this candle, you can see that there is no wick, there is no shadow. The price starts from here and directly right up to here. So what does this candle trying to say to us is the price was really bearish here. The buyers were in the buyer was not in the control and the sellers was in the power. So they went, so they pushed the price down to till this. And after that candle, you can see another candle which really moved the price way downer. So that's how you can read the candles. Now let's move on to the next part, which is candle patterns and their practical context. So pattern matters only inside context. A hammer is an uptrend is a noise, and hammer is a clear low as value. So what does that basically means? Let's move on to the chart. So here we can identify a hammer. So this is a hammer, this red candle here. So what does this red candle says to us is, so first of all, why this is a hammer? Because it has a very small body. Let me magnify this. So see, the body of this candle is so small and the shadow of this candle is so long, from starting from here till here. So that's why it is called a hammer. So in this case, you can see the price was going down, like the trend was down, price was falling like this, and after some times the hammer was found at the lowest point right now. So that's why price moved very up. So that's what hammer is. It basically tells you where the price will go, but it is not 100% precise. Sometimes it can be really difficult to spot a good hammer. So let's take another example of hammer. So here you can see another hammer, this one. As you can see, the red candle here, the body is too small and the wick of this candle or shadow you can say is too long. So this is a hammer. And what can we know from this candle is the price was going up in the uptrend. So this candle formed, then this candle, then again the green candle, and then the red candle was formed at the top, and it was a hammer. So then see how price has moved down, how much it has changed. So it went from here to here. So you can see that how can a hammer, how the hammer can only tell us so much of things. So now let's move on to my iPad screen so that I can explain you in the better way. So, hammer. So there are basically two hammers. One is hammer and another one is hanging man. These both are same. And note one thing, that the color of this hammer doesn't matter. So it might be like this. This is the graph, let's say. This is the graph and price is moving like this. And here you see a hammer and the color of this hammer is red. And you see then the price is falling down. So it is not because of the color red. It's because the price was moving in the up direction and you see a hammer here. So the meaning of this hammer is that the price is going in the now the price will be going in the downward direction because the hammer was found at the top of this price. So that what the hammer means. So same goes with the another direction. Let's say this is the chart and the price is moving like this. And here you see a hanging man. Here you see a hanging man. So just because of this, cause price was going in the downward direction and you see a hammer here, so then it means that price will be going in the up direction. So that what it means. And the color of this hammer can be green or red. Color doesn't matter. So there are more um, there are more candlestick patterns that you can learn. So there are some shooting stars. Another one is bullish, bearish, sorry about that, bullish, bearish, angle fill, and another one is doji, inside bar, outside bar. So let me show you a glimpse of these patterns. Now let's come back to my trading view screen. So this is what shooting star look like. There are some example of shooting stars. Now let's move to the bearish candle. So here is an example of bearish engulfing pattern. After that, let's move to the doji. Doji is the best candle to identify because the doji there is no body, there is only wicks. So here are three different type of doji: gravestone, long-ledged, and dragonfly doji. After some time, it will be really easy for you to identify these because you will be dealing on the daily basis. So right now you don't have to worry that how I will identify these candles. So let me tell you how we can trade on this. So let's say if we identify that this is going to be a hammer. So how can we place a trade here? So on this side, so after this candle is formed, that it is signaling us to take a downside trade. So we're going to place a trade here, and we are going to put our stop losses here on this line. Cause if the price give us a fake out and breaks this price, so our stop loss will cut the trade and we are safe. And if the price go down, then we will be ending up in the profit. So that's how we can place a trade here. Mhm. So let's move on to the next topic, which is trends, definition of trend and trend lines. So let me tell you how you can identify a trend. It is the really simplest topic in the trading. So if you see this without any knowledge, what can you say here? So let's move on to the next topic, which is candle patterns and their practical context. Sorry, कट कर दिया यहाँ पे. एक second. So let's move on to the next topic, which is trends, definition, identification, and trend lines. So what trend simply is? So here you can see the price was here and then it went up to here. So after seeing this, what does it indicates to you? The trend was in the downward, and after this point, price was slightly moving up, up and up. So it shows us that the price was in uptrend. That's what trend line is. So the best way to identify a trend line is you have to watch the time frame of 4 hours, 1 hour or daily. So let's go on to the 4-hour time frame and zoom out in the chart, then see. So in this case, what can you see here? The price was at the uptrend, then at the downtrend, then slightly a uptrend, then slightly downtrend. So here we cannot identify any trend, but in the long run we can see that the price was in the downtrend. But in the short term, if we see for like 1 day or 2 day, the price was not in the uptrend or in the downtrend. It is constantly moving in the same direction, and we can say that the market is consolidating here. For example, the price went up to this, then went up and down here, then slightly up, then slightly down. So the price is consolidating here. Price not even going up, not even going down. So that's how we can identify a uptrend or a downtrend. So the best time frame that you can trade on is the daily time frame or 1 hour time frame. So in that, why that time frame is the best? Because if you see the daily time frame, the data you are seeing here is more precise, so that you can trade up in a better way. And if you see the 1 hour time frame, that is also good for trading, but most of the people prefer the daily time frame because it's more precise. So that's how you can trade with the trend line. So basically, if the trend is downwards, then you have to place a trade in the downward direction because the trend line is going to down into the downward side. So now let's move on to the most important topic of this video, which is support and resistance. So basically what support and resistance is. So let's move on to my iPad screen so that I can show you in a better way. support and resistance. So what does support means to you? That someone is supporting you. It's kinda that if the price is going into this direction, so here there is a line which is called support for that price, which is supporting that price to move into the upward direction. That what support is. And the resistance, in the simplest language I can explain, resistance is that there is a line which is not letting price move in the upward direction. So like the price is moving in this direction, then after it hits this resistance line, the price is going to move in the downward direction. So let me give you another example. So this is the chart, and the price is moving like this, and this. So this is the resistance zone. No, sorry about that. So this is the resistance zone. This line here, this is the resistance zone. And why this is the resistance zone? Because the price tried moving in this direction, then again fall back to this direction, then again fall back to this, and like this price is going to hit this line and then again come back. So why it is happening like this? Because this line is called resistance. And same goes with the support. So let's say price is going like this. So this line here is called support line. So price comes here and then again bounce back to this direction, and then again come back here, then bounce back to this direction, then again come back here, bounce back to this direction, and then again come back here and bounce back to this direction. And why it's coming back again? Because here is a resistance line. So that's how support and resistance work. So let me show you this exact thing in the chart so that you can understand it in the better way. So let's go into the Bitcoin chart only. Move to the 30 minutes time frame. Now we'll try to identify a support line and the resistance line. So here we can see a strong support line. So this is the strong support line. And why this is a strong support? Because in the previous price went here and then again fall back to this direction and then again come back here and again went back to the upward direction, and then again it hits here, then again up in the up direction. And you might be thinking that in this case the price didn't went up again and it went to the down in the downside. So this is called breakout. And now there is two things, a breakout and a fake out. So what breakout is actually? A breakout is when the price break its support or resistance. So let's say if the price went up to this direction and it break a resistance here, then it will call a breakout here. And if the price come back again here after breaking out and then instantly coming back, so here it is called a fake out. So here we have to identify which is a breakout and which is a fake out. So let me tell you how to identify breakout and a fake out. So let's move back onto my iPad screen. So breakout versus fake out. So this is our chart and price is moving like this. This is the resistance line, this is the support line, and price went like this. So here what we can see is price break out this at this point and then again instantly tried to fill the gap and come back to the upper side, and again it shows a slight rejection and then again it went up to the upper direction. So here this was not a breakout, it was a fake out. So what breakout exactly look like? This is a chart and price is moving like this. This is resistance and this is support. So price went here, then slightly downside and then upside. So this is real breakout. So how we can identify that the whether this is a breakout or a fake out? So let's again come back to my screen. So let us talk about this thing. So here you can see that price went down and giving a breakout, then again it went here. So what does this mean is that this another candle, the candle, this candle is giving you a confirmation that this is a real breakout. So price breakout, then another candle formed and break its lower low and come here. So it means it is a real breakout. Then price went till here, which can give you a huge profit. So let's see here. Price again came to this resistance, give tried to give a breakout, as you can see it here, giving a breakout. Then instantly in the next second, the price came back to the resistance line and again fallen back to under the resistance. Then again the price tried to give a breakout, but it was not like successful in giving a breakout. So price again went down. So that's how support and resistance work. So this is the really easiest method to identify support and resistance. So you simply have to identify swings high and swings low on the daily time frame and 1 hour. Then you have to mark them with the horizontal rectangle, not the thin lines, but the perfect rectangles. Then draw a zone using the body extremes. Use candle bodies, not wicks, for zone edges. Because the wicks, or you can say the shadow of the candle, shows the rejection. So after the drawing the zone, you can label them with the support or resistance so that you don't get confused because you might be trying too many zones. So after that, after you have identified the breakout or fake out, you have to check the volume. If the volume is with the favor of the price, like if price give you a breakout here and the volume also shows you that the price, like people have bought in the so much of volume, then you can take a trade here. So let us recap it. So breakout are the moves where price leaves the zone. Fake out are fall, exit, and loot trades. We will learn how to tell the real ones from the fakes. So let's move on to the chart and let me give you some live demo. So let's move on to the Euro USD chart. So here this is the 30-minute time frame. So after seeing this instant leave, what I can say from this chart is prices is in the uptrend, right? And so first thing what I can tell is this is uptrend. This is uptrend. Okay. So now we have to identify support and resistance. So this is a strong resistance, and after some time, like after breaking the resistance, it has become the support for this zone. So if the support is broken, then it is called resistance, and if the resistance is broken, then it is called support. It is not bit complicated, like it is not like bit complicated, but it's very easy to understand. If you understand it, then it will be really easy for you to identify real breakouts. So first, we have opened the chart of Euro USD. First, I have identified the trend. It is the uptrend, and then we have marked our support zone. So this horizontal line is our support zone, and now let's mark the resistance zone. So this is our small resistance zone. So what I'm going to expect from this chart, from this time frame is the price is going in this direction, and it will come back here, and then go up into this direction. So here I can place a trade on this exact point. I can place a trade. When the price will come here, it will show some rejection. It will try to break the support, and then again it is going to go upside. But remember, I'm not going to simply place a trade here. First, I will wait patiently to price to come here, and then after confirming the volume, then only I'm going to put a trade here. And always remember one thing, that before placing a trade, you have to note what is the risks and what will be your stop loss and the take profit. So my stop loss will be here. If this breakout is a real breakout, then my trade will be closed here, and if this becomes a fake out, then my price will go up, and this part will be my take profit. So that's how your trader works. So now I'm going to give you a practical assignment and you have to complete it. So first, you have to identify three trends on Nifty 50 charts, and you have to choose any instrument, anything you like. Like you can do it in the Nifty 50 chart or in the USD chart. It's up to you. You have to label the time frame, and you have to put the start and end points and the trend type. Then you have to submit me the screenshot. And second, you have to draw three support zones and three resistance zones with reasons why you think that this was the resistance and why you think that that was the support zone. Then you have to submit the screenshot to me, and you have to write clearly that why you think these are the resistance and support zone. After that, you have to submit a screenshot of finding two real breakouts with examples, and you have to identify the fakeouts too. The fourth one is, for one breakout that you mark real, create a trade plan with the entry price, stop loss, take profit, and position size. So That's all for the today's class. Thank you.